Hello and welcome to this video. I am Subayal and in this video we will analyze the 3M stock which trades under the ticker symbol MMM. So first we will provide an overview of 3M's business and we will also cover the major news. Afterwards we will analyze the 3M stock in two steps. In the first step, we will analyze it via 14 dimensions of value-centric investment feasibility to gauge its viability as a long-term value investment. Later, if our dimensional analysis validates its feasibility as a good investment, we will proceed to the second step and look at the current state of the market through the lens of 6 critical dimensions to gauge if it is the right time to accumulate the 3M stock or shall we wait for the market to offer it to us for a cheaper price. So let me add one important point here. 3M is a dividend paying stock with dividend amount per share of 1.48 US dollars. It has a quarterly dividend yield of 3.24% and a payout ratio of 58%. So what is the focus of 3M or what is its core business? Founded in 1902, Minnesota-based 3M company manufactures and sells industrial, safety and consumer products worldwide. It operates through multiple business segments including safety and industrial, transportation and electronics, healthcare and consumer. The company offers its products directly to users and through various e-commerce and traditional wholesalers, retailers, jobbers, distributors and dealers. And on tip ranks based on 11 Wall Street analysts offering 12-month price targets for 3M in the last 3 months, the average price target is 190.30 US dollars with a high forecast of 210 US dollars and a low forecast of 167 US dollars. The average price target represents around 6.50% change from the last price of around 180 US dollars. So 3M's revenue and earnings came in above consensus estimates as the company benefited from strong end market demand for its products. Sales in the quarter were up 7.1% year over year to 8.9 billion US dollars, topping consensus estimates of 8.67 billion US dollars. Sales in the quarter were up 7.1% year over year to 8.9 billion US dollars, topping consensus estimates of 8.67 billion US dollars. The increase came as 3M navigated supply chain disruptions and maintained a relentless focus on serving customers. The operating income in the quarter totaled 1.8 billion US dollars and earnings per share was flat year over year at 2.45 US dollars, but above consensus estimates of 2.20 US dollars. Operating cash flow came in at 1.9 billion US dollars and adjusted free cash flow totaled 1.5 billion US dollars. And of course, 3M brand reflects innovative ideas that create enormous value for the targeted market. And in my opinion, the most impactful recent innovation is the development of Finis IT, robotic paint repair system, which has earned the prestigious Shorecar Award. The breakthrough system developed by robotic experts in 3M Abrasive Systems division is revolutionizing the detection and repair of paint imperfections on the automotive assembly line. Looking at the tremendous growth of EV market and the strong emphasis of Tesla, NIO and other key players in this domain on innovation-centric value creation, I won't be surprised if they land a strategic collaboration with Tesla or any other key player to get a slight edge that will make their cars stand out. Before I start the value-centric dimensional analysis, for those of you who are new to this channel, I am Dr. Subayal Khan from Subayal.com, and on this channel, my endeavor is to help you in making your money work harder, smarter, and in long term. And that is why I analyze the global economic events and evaluate the potential of stocks from a long-term value investment perspective via my unique dimensional analysis approach. In this way, I help you in doing your own research and save you many hours of your time, and time, as we know, is the most valuable resource. I am not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice. The purpose of this video is to provide you with an unbiased and in-depth analysis of the 3M stock. So now let's analyze the 3M stock through our 14 value-centric dimensions to evaluate its feasibility as a long-term value investment. Here we will look at the key numbers, growth rates and ratios. Our goal is to see if we can get a score of over 75% over the time frames of 3, 5 or 10 years. We are essentially trying to seek answer to the question, how well our analysis converges to the same conclusion as the analysts who have given it a hold on tip ranks, and also on the other hand with what smart money or hedge fund managers are thinking, who are neither increasing nor decreasing their holdings of the 3M stock significantly over the past 3 quarters. So let's see to which direction the compass of our dimensional analysis points us to. The current price of the 3M stock is around 180 US dollars. The market cap is 105 billion. The PE ratio over the trailing 12 months is 17.7. The PEG ratio over the trailing 12 months is 3.5. The earnings per share over the trailing 12 months are 9.25 US dollars. The current price to book ratio is 7.3. And the current price to sales ratio is 3.0. And the current price to free cash flow ratio is 15.0. And over the last 5 years, the average yearly revenue was 1%, the average yearly asset growth was 8%, the average yearly equity growth was 4%, the average yearly net income growth was 3%, and the average yearly liability growth was 11%. So first let's have a look at the actual growth in revenue and net income. So the total revenue grew from 27 billion US dollars to 32 billion US dollars from 2010 to 2020. And from 2015 to 2020, the revenue grew from 30 billion US dollars to 32 billion US dollars. So during the past 5 years, the revenue growth has decreased. And as we can see, the net income grew from 4 billion US dollars to 5 billion US dollars from 2010 to 2020. And the total free cash flow increased from 4 billion US dollars in 2010 to 7 billion US dollars in 2020. And now let's see if they can pay their long-term liabilities with the cumulative free cash flow from the past 5 years. So looking at the graph, we can clearly see that before 2016, 3M could pay its long-term liabilities with the cash flow from the past 5 years, but currently it will take 3M a few more years to do so since the graph has gone below 1, but not significantly. Also, the positive thing is that the graph is going in the upward direction again now. And now we will look at the average minimum and maximum ROE and ROIC over the past 5 years shown by the graph in the middle. We can see that the maximum ROE of 50% was recorded in 2018 and a minimum ROE of 44% was recorded in 2017. And during the past 5 years, the average ROE has been 47%, which is great for a company of this size and is a reflection of the strength of their management. Furthermore, the maximum ROIC of 23% was recorded in 2016. And the minimum ROIC of 16% was recorded in 2019. And during the past 5 years, the average ROIC has been 20%, which is outstanding for a company of this size. Now we look at the diluted shares outstanding to see whether they have increased or decreased during the past 10 years. So the total shares outstanding have decreased from 726 million to 582 million during the past 10 years. The maximum shares outstanding were recorded in 2010, which were 726 million, and the minimum shares outstanding were recorded in 2020, that were 582 million. It means that the investors are expected to see their stocks worth more in future as the company continues to buy back more of its shares. And as far as the PE ratio is concerned, we can see that in 2016, the average PE ratio was around 21. In 2017, the average PE ratio was around 28.82. In 2018, the average PE ratio was around 20.54. In 2019, the average PE ratio was 22.20. And in 2020, the average PE ratio was 18.76. We still have some months to go in 2021, and we will look at the PE ratio range for 2021 and the last 3 years later in the video during the analysis of market state via 6 dimensions. And we also want the total assets of a firm to be greater than the total liabilities, and as we can see, the total assets have always been greater than the total liabilities in the past 10 years, the past 5 years, and also the past 3 years respectively. So now let's have a look at the overall score of the 14 value-centric dimensions over the last 10 years, the last 5 years, and the last 3 years. These scores show the feasibility of a stock as a long-term value investment over different time frames. Feel free to pause the video if you want to look at each one of these dimensions and the results of it in a certain time frame. So we get an average score of 57%, 50%, and 57% over the past 10, 5, and 3 years respectively, and the average score of around 55% for all of these time frames, which means that it did not pass our strict criteria of an average score of around 75% for these time frames. Feel free to pause the video to see the thresholds of values or criteria that we considered for each dimensions. The main reason for low scores is that the free cash flow growth, the earnings per share growth, the equity growth, and the operating income growth were less than 10%, 10%, 10%, and 12% respectively for time frames of 10 and 5 years. However, the free cash flow growth did accelerate during the past 3 years and did meet our criteria. Even though 3M did not qualify as a long-term value investment, still, we will like to have a look at the 6 dimensions of market state to see what the hedge fund managers are doing, what the insiders are doing, and so on. So first we look at what the smart money thinks, meaning the hedge fund activity, so that we can see if the results of our analysis contradict with the opinion of hedge fund managers or not. So looking at the hedge fund activity, we can see that the smart money or hedge fund managers agree with our investment feasibility score, and they are not accumulating the 3M stock over the last 3 quarters. The small increase of only 210,300 shares over the last quarter is negligible in comparison to the total holdings of the hedge funds. And now let's have a look at the overall perception of investors. We have to be more cautious here since common opinion that represents retail investors is not right most of the times. In case of 3M, there has been a strong inclination towards the sell side, and decrease of over 6.1% in the past 7 days and a decrease of 9.4% in the last 30 days was recorded in the holdings size of 3M stock. And now let's have a look at the insiders activity. As far as the insiders activity is concerned, there is a trend towards the sell side, and the sell transactions seem to be slightly more than the buy transaction. Hence, this gives us an indication that it is not the right time to accumulate. And now let's have a look at the news sentiment. As far as the news sentiment is concerned, the coverage of 3M in the media has been substantial and is considerably higher than the sector average. And a whooping 100% of the total articles covering 3M had bullish news of 3M against the sector average of 65%, while not even a single article published about 3M covered negative news about it, against the sector average of 35%. I am not surprised to see that the smart money is not accumulating and is not bullish on 3M stock, which is exactly the opposite direction in which the news are pointing us to. And as far as the current price action is concerned, we can see that the 3M price has dropped significantly from its recent highs of around $200. I will not be accumulating currently since the feasibility score is less than 75% as I mentioned earlier. So I will track the 3M stock until it passes my criteria. So the PE ratio has been going sideways for the past 3 years, and the stock was available for PE ratio under 20 during the past 3 years. But as a value investment, I will wait and track the stock until it satisfies the first step where we analyzed its potential as a long-term value investment. The PE ratio is just one piece in the overall jigsaw puzzle and not the only criteria. Therefore, I believe that currently 3M stock is not an excellent long-term value investment. Our value-centric feasibility analysis is aligned with what the smart money thinks and what the insiders think. Please let me know in the comments below, do you think that 3M stock is a good long-term value investment or not? Also, would you buy the 3M stock at the current price or not? I hope that you like the content of this video. If you would like to see such videos with my unbiased opinion and my unique style of analyzing stocks, please drop a like, subscribe to my channel and press the notifications bell, and also select the option all so that you can get the notifications of the future videos in time. I am Dr. Subayal Khan from Subayal.com, and my aim is to unleash your full potential and help you in achieving financial confidence. On this channel, you will learn how to make your money work harder, smarter, and in long term. Thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next video.